Good evening, traders. Hope everyone had a great weekend. We absolutely had a fantastic week at Playbook Trading. So let's have a look at the market and see what we've got going on. And we'll, as we always do, we'll start with the cues. And I'm going to go over our portfolio as well. So we're going to go over our portfolio. But let's have a look at the cues. And I'm actually going to just uh, extend this. I mean, we don't really need the hourly chart. Let's really have a deep look at this daily chart. And then we have a weekly chart right here, which is in clear air. And as you can see, I mean, I really want to take you here at the weekly chart. The weekly chart, this was the prior high. This right here, that's your V-shaped recovery. That is completed. Right here, we started to consolidate. That's where it's starting to get bullish. And once that broke, this gap up was extremely bullish. This gap up was extremely bullish. I was starting to get some questions here as, hey, when are you going to start taking some profits and when are we going to get some short plays? And I keep it very simple. I mean, I've in my note, I've answered some of those questions in a broader setting, and I've been doing this for a very long time. And one thing I do, and you hopefully by now you're learning, those of you who just joined, that what I do is consistent and I don't deviate from it. And really, the difference between me and everybody else is, I am absolutely focused, the goal at hand, and that's really for me to make money. That's the most important part. It doesn't matter of anybody else, because it is, if I'm making money, then everyone else is making money or not, depend what they do. But if I'm making money, then my performance is good. That helps me keep, you know, sleep at night. If that's what I'm saying. It helps me keep calm and sleep at night. So on that, let's have a look. I mean, this is super bullish, but what's really starting to emerge here, the spiders. The spiders really starting to emerge here. As you can see, this is, you got a 21, 50, and the 200. So it's got above that. This is consolidation. And I said it on Monday. My note, I said Monday. This gap over here, let me just watch. This gap over here, Monday, it was not a regular gap in the spiders. Basically, what you had in that gap is this right here, all the way here basically, and here. So when you really look at it, that's your 1 month. I mean, it didn't June, all of June, kind of July, didn't really go anywhere. I mean, count the days, it's probably 20 something, but it's gapped over this base. So now once it gapped over this base, this made, this had some significance. And then we consolidating Thursday, try to go down, bounced right off of 21, and then bullish reversal, bottoming tail, and then we have a follow through on Friday, closing up on the top of this range. So now you have a little range that is getting ready to break out. Now, if we break out, if we open at 318, 320 is just a matter of time. You're looking at about right into this area, which is about 324. So 324, and then right here is this your 340 is your new high. So that's new highs are in play. This is your resistance right here. That's where the a catastrophe started, or the fall. I mean, precipitated drop right here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, just 1 month, and then 1 month, and then in March to June. So in 4 months, we're almost right there. So it took 4 months. It didn't take that long for the Qs, but spiders definitely taking a little bit longer. So diamonds are definitely right here struggling. So still in the downtrend line. It's starting to shape up. Friday was somewhat encouraging for the Dow bulls, and IWM is just bad. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. It's just bad. This thing needs to get over the 145 before getting any traction, but really we don't need IWM to have a robust market. We've seen that. We've seen how that played out all of 2019. And I mean, let me show you what I mean by that. Let's just overlay Qs. Let's overlay the Qs and take the IWM back. I mean, we had this. So right here, you have this IWM in 2019, which really didn't go anywhere. So right up here. So it didn't go anywhere, right? So 146, between 146 and 150, and then it finally rallied into 2020. Now look at this cues here. On the other hand, I mean, look at this cues 2019. I mean, it's just unstoppable. I mean, this run was unprecedented compared to IWM. I mean, just cues just absolutely just look at 170 to right over here. Probably I can probably do the weekly chart and you can see what's happening on the weekly chart here. It's probably more profound. So this is your weekly chart right here on IWM, and this is your daily chart on the Qs. This Qs were just it was unprecedented. I mean, it's just we've never seen anything like it, and this is unprecedented. Which is, if we're going to recover and it's going to have a robust recovery, then you can expect the Qs to do that. So 2019, I mean, IWM didn't do anything right here. It just went sideways for the most of the part. And on the other hand, when you look at the Qs, I mean, you had this sideways all year. Qs, you had one pullback in the Qs in 2019, just one pullback right at the 21. And those of you who've been trading with me 21, we got very bullish here, very, very bullish here. And then right over here, that's where we put our target. And that's where we're starting to put our individual stocks, and boom, rally. Now, where we didn't make money is all of January and all of February. We did not make money because we were selecting very few stocks, staying on sideline, and it actually ultimately it paid off. So just wanted to always do some compare and contrast and really look at the markets in as many different ways possible, because then you can play variables. So let's have a look and see how we're doing. So this is our portfolio. These are the trades that actually in my account. As you know, I've often either posting my accounts on stock twits or sharing it here. But right now we are 12% in 12 days, so we're making about a 1% a day. It's pretty good. 65% for the month, for the year. I'm sorry. We have Amazon open, Twilio open, Tech open. I'll go over some of these trades that we closed this week, which we closed GAN with. We closed GAN, enter 629. We already closed it, put 12% in our pocket. We had Tandem. This trade, Tandem that ran up, and we closed the Tandem 1 trade, and then this trade that was in June, and this is the continuation of the second leg of Tandem. It's up about 13%. We took a very, very small loss in AAXN. I mean, it was a scratch. Halo, we got in June 30th. So June 30th was the day we were really active on June 30th. 10% here. Lily, we closed it, scratch. TGTX, it was we 25% here, TGTX on June 30th again. So this is about 2 weeks hold. AXSM, we're down a little bit in AXSM. I love that, and we'll go over it. Net, we closed it with 17% July 1st. And DXCM, that's open, about 9%. Codex was my biggest loser. I lost 7.5%. That was my biggest loser. Don't like loser. And I just cut it short. It wasn't working. Time to go. CAGG, 7%. Should have been a 10%, but I take 7%. BVXV, we entered on July 5th. We exited on July 5th. Entered at 25. Exited on 27.50 for 10%. Kind of make up for the Codex, but this thing went to 30. We enter Silver Trade, which is up about 4%. We entered Roku on Thursday, 136.91, target 155, all predefined, and we exited with blew through our target for a 16% gain. And then Trex, that was intraday trade. We entered 129.70. One day we put a target at 135, it hit it. We took 4%, and that's how we did as far as our portfolio. So, let's have a look what we've got open. Amazon, it just looks phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. Amazon, I mean, this thing is just continue to move higher. We've been in this trade for a while. It's up 23%. I mean, it's just absolutely just great trade. Twilio, Now it's consolidating. We took this breakout, it stays here, it consolidated again, and then it broke out, perhaps another consolidation here, right over here into this area, and another breakout into the earnings. So earnings season is right upon us. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have to start trimming some of our position, unless I'm 25%. So Amazon, for example, we're up 24% in Amazon. I'm not going to close this position into earning. I'm actually going to hold it into earning. I'm comfortable right at 25% holding into earning. So Twilio, and then next one is Tech. Tech did not perform well on Friday. We had a red bar in Tech. It just right over here. But I like this pattern. I mean, this is, we can probably put our stop to break even, which is 263, and perhaps I will do that. But let's see how it opens up on Monday, so that, and then we'll make our decision then. And then we talk about the double AXN. We took a small loss in double AXN. That was good, good that we took a loss. Again, great target here. It's been pulled back since. Tandem, we were in this bar way before, because uh, we entered we entered with a buy stop, which triggered. I'm sorry, buy limit. This was a buy limit that triggered, and then we were part of this bar. We exited the same day at 11% move, I believe it was, or 10% move. And then the second half, the back half, we're holding. And this is actually, I am looking to add to this position over this consolidation, and perhaps moving the stop to the whole position right here, right here. And matter of fact, I can move the stop right here and still be profitable. That's add and reduce strategy. So Tandem, I like. Halo, another 10% gainer. We closed. It's been pulled back since. So right target. Lily, we scratched it. Good scratch. Look what it's been doing. TGTX was absolutely great. We took profits. It's been right there. TGTX, we got out at 24. It's right there, so nothing much. AXSM, I really I need this to move here, because now it has established a range. Nice little bullish reversal here. When I look at the hourly, quite frankly, I'm not very bullish on this hourly. To be honest, this hourly is a little bit um, concerns me. I'm a big hourly fan. I do a lot of intraday trading on hourly as well. I need this hourly to trade above 84, and then once it takes out this high, then off to the races on AXSM. So we'll keep our eyes and ears closed. Net, beautiful gap right into our target, pulled back, great exit on the net. DXEM, it's one of my uh, you know, heavy position here. We're right. We're at 440. Nice close. Weekly chart broke out. This base breakout on a weekly chart, that looks good. Hourly chart looks good above 21, so I am comfortable there. Codex is Codex. I mean, that was I don't be surprised if you see an alert for Codex and $20 above. I mean, it's not off my radar. I'm watching this. Just because I get stop out doesn't mean I don't get back in a trade. For example, pizza, which was a couple of times, it was the unofficial entry. This was me right here. You see the shakeout candle? Yeah, that was me. That was me. It shook me out. It actually shook me out here. So, and then this shook me out, and then I got back in. Right up here, I got back into pizza. So I was into this big candle, breakout candle on volume, and now it's setting up another low risk to reward entry. So that, I get back in my trades, no problem. CAGG, this one we exited, put another big day on CAGG. That's good. That still looks bullish. This BVXV, we entered at 25. This thing is at 41, and I got two emails. Two. I mean, we have quite a few members. I promise you. I got two emails. What's the next target for this? Good for you. I mean, there's, we got. I mean, maybe it's more than two, but I just got two emails, and they're still holding this from 25 to 41. So yeah, I mean, this is incredible. So congratulations. Pass is a silver play. I like this bullish candle. I mean, bullish reversal here wouldn't go down. It's staying up here, but I want to have exposure here just in case. Roku, one of our best trade. This is a big, big base. Look right here, big. I love these big bases. Stage three, and I'll tell you what other was. And then this broke out, and this I've tweeted many times about the big bases, and it doesn't want to pull up. It does want to pull up, but Netflix is another one that's a big basis. Trex, we entered intraday on Trex. It hit our target right over here. We took our target and since it's pulled back. So good exit on Trex. Netflix is the one that I wanted to show you. This is almost like Roku like big base here and finally broke out at 480s at 548. So big base. Here's some things for coming going into next week. I love the CMG setup, Chipotle Mexican Grill. That looks absolutely, it's looked juicy here. This looks really nice. Low risk reward entry, weekly chart looks good. Chipotle definitely on the watch. It's on a higher end. I like this ZI. That's the Z. I like ZI. ZI is the over. You can probably buy here, stop right here. This is like a lemonade type of play. We traded lemonade in our day trading alert. That was the play on lemonade right here. That's a continuation play, just a gap above, and we traded that, and boom, look what we did. And we're doing phenomenal, phenomenal. Our day trading alert service this week alone um, banked about 14 and a half hours. So I'll show you guys this what we've done here. So right here is our day trading alert service, and 14 and a half hour, 4% account growth, and this is based on $100 risk. Most of our traders at $300 risk, so you just multiply that by 300, so just about 4,500 bucks, close. And we had 22 trades, 6 losers, 12 winners, 4 scratches. So, and I've, check out, on our page and see, how we're doing on the website as far as the day trading alert. So that's what we have for this week. Have a great rest of the night. Have a great week. Let's start our week right, and let's see what markets have for us. Have a great